SoccerBytes on Narabet Television. The MPFL is in its week 4. But first off, let's talk about the controversies. The latest of which is being the appointment of referee Folusho to officiate a week 4 match that was later rejected by the LMC. It's a full house here today. We call us the Narabet gang. Akin is here, and of course Shegun. Let's quickly go there. Shegun, let's start with you. You have been at some of these games already this season. Let's quickly relive, what happened with Folusho Ajayi. And do you think that the NRA made a slip in appointing her for the Gombe versus Plateau United game?
They have been. No, I won't call it a slip. A slip is a slight mistake. This is a huge blunder. She shouldn't have refereed the very first game, a marquee game, the kickoff that was there for the whole of Africa to see, considering her antecedents last year. That was, I think you remember the Plateau United Heartland game, and then, in fairness to her, according to the letter of the law, she was not wrong. But what the LMC are accusing her of, and I agree with them 100%, is bad game management. So I think they've done the right thing in asking her to not to referee this game.
Now look at this trend. After she committed that blunder, in Kano.
Yes, in Kano.
That's right. The NRA came out to give her a vote of confidence. Now the thing about it is that the LMC have no business in appointing referees. So the NRA, after giving this vote of confidence, went on to appoint her. Do you think there is, something should be done in terms of referees' appointments? The LMC seem to have no say in this.
Well, I find that shocking. I think the LMC should have a say in who officiates the games in the Nigerian Professional League. But on a side, for a second, I thought you said Folusho Alabi.
Which he was slip of that.
So I'm happy it's not Alabi because Alabis were quite perfect when we discharge our duties. Anyway, so I think the LMC definitely should have a say in who officiates these games. Just the association cannot. The association will likely protect their own. They will likely shield their own because if they weren't shielding her, definitely she should have been dropped. That's what is done in other climes. If a referee messes up, the referee should be demoted, maybe to officiate in the lower league the next season. There's no reason why they should have a say in it.
And there's nothing like gender issues here. Did you see any problem with the female referee official in the first match of the league?
There's no problem
There's
with that.
There's a school of thought coming out with that now that said, why should you even put a lady?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. The lady can officiate. It's all about performance. It's all about what you can do, not your gender. Okay, this is 2017. We shouldn't be talking about what the gender of the match official
and she's
is.
a FIFA badge referee as well.
So she must have been a decent referee over the years. But I wonder what's come over her in the last few matches.
Well, the antecedents certainly not good, like you mentioned, Heartland Plateau. Well, good news is that after the LMC rejected her appointments, referee Dankano Abdullahi, referee Cornell Faraway was indeed appointed. So that lays to rest that issue now. I mentioned Dankano Abdullahi because he's another referee who has come under the hammer of the LMC, and that was the game between Abia Warriors and of course
Remo Stars and Abia Warriors. Yeah.
So he came under the hammer as well for failing to control the game.
No. For awarding a phantom penalty.
Phantom penalty.
Yeah, there was a penalty. The ball hit the Abia Warriors defender in the midriff, and he awarded a penalty. So what he saw.
It's already early in the season, and we're seeing these issues with our referees.
You know what I like? I like the fact that the LMC is bringing the hammer down on them and reacting accordingly. And most important too, Abia Warriors too has been fined 250,000 for the disrespectful and raucous way their players were behaved when they got the penalty call.
The captains actually went to approach the referee.
Well, terrible officiating is not new in football. It happens. Some people will say that's one of the excitements of football, actually.
Not just
we've looked at the English Premier League, for example. There's been terrible decisions. I think some people are even going as far as saying that it's ruining this season's Premier League. But the point is not whether there's a mess up from the officials or not. The thing is that what happens after they make these mistakes? What's the punishment so that it can deter them, so that they can sit up and perform better next time they step onto the pitch?
So we all agree the LMC is doing a good job.
Oh, LMC is doing a fantastic job. One thing I'd like to go back to though, she did not break the letter of the law in Kano But as I said, it was bad game management. And as Akin alluded to, her antecedents from last season, where she made a total mess of the Plateau United Heartland girl, have followed, and she should have been clamped on then. Why she was selected by the NFS Referee Association now is totally beyond me.
Well, of course, refereeing issues can be found anywhere. We just hope the LMC would do the needful anytime any of these referees are found wanting.